Hello there everybody, it's Abel time and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is one of my favorite ones to watch and to film, and I also think it's a quite popular one in the journaling community. It is my blank journal collection. So I did this last year about this time, and I just watched Melly Rose's blank journal collection as well, and she talked about how she liked the idea of doing it at the new year to see, okay, what have you used and what have you accumulated over the year. So that is what I'm doing now. I stored my blank journals currently in an American Girl doll box. So this is 18 inches of journals, y'all. Let me know if you had American Girls when you were younger. My first one was Lainey, Girl of the Year 2010. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. I normally start with largest first, so this is the largest one by far. And I'm gonna be honest, I kind of forgot I had this journal and I feel a little bad about it. I got this for my birthday last year. My brother and sister bought it for me, and it is Taylor Swift Speak Now journal. I think she still has this on her website. Something I didn't realize about it though is how big it is. This is like printer paper sized, and it has purple Speak Now, Taylor's version. It has all of the tracks on it and this like old picture of her kind of stylized art. The back is just blank, minus her initials. It's spiral bound, it has gilded edges. It's a really nice journal. And then on the inside, it is lined and it has a date page. So I really like it. Obviously it was on my birthday list, and Speak Now is my favorite Taylor Swift album. So I was really excited when I found out Speak Now was being re-recorded. And I have no idea when I'm gonna use this journal, because it was so much bigger than I was expecting. Like, I thought it was gonna be like normal journal sized. And I used to use composition notebooks a lot, but I just don't as much now. And I think a lot of people can relate that having a large page thick notebook can be really intimidating because you don't know how much time it's going to take up to use it. And it's already so big that I don't know if I would really want to tape ephemera into it, which is how I like to journal. So I could use this as a prayer journal. I do definitely sometimes save certain journals for certain seasons. The only thing I can think of like a certain season to use this in would be like when if I get married. But if I get married, you know, that may be a decade out for me. At this point, I'm only 22, so another Taylor Swift song that is now in my head. But I have no clue when I'm gonna use this. Like I said, I was not expecting it to be so big and intimidating. So I don't know. What do you guys think? How would you use this journal? Let me know in the comments. But I do love it. I'm very excited about it. And I'm really grateful that my siblings got this for me. So that's a new one I got this year. This notebook is one that was in it last year. It's just a regular college ruled notebook. Though the spiral binding is a little bit nicer than the notebooks that I would get in high school, so this would hold up better if I used it as a journal. I did actually use this for a subject in school last year, but I didn't use it up, obviously. So I might use this. I have a decomposition spiral notebook that I'm using at my job as like my ideas notebook. So when I'm done with that one, I might use this one for that purpose, because I don't know, it gives kind of too much school vibes for it to be like a proper journal to me, and it's like has rip away paper. So I think I will use that as my next like school notebook, or not school notebook, job notebook. And it's also this nice beautiful blank cover that I could probably like put stickers on, which would be fun. The next empty journal I have, I'm not actually sure I would ever use this as a journal now. I had this last year. It is from Mara Me, and it is a 3-prong miniature binder, and it has these pink page inserts as well as some like page protector inserts. So I got this because a while back the 6-ring notebooks were popular, and I really liked those, and I wanted to kind of try that out. But I don't think, especially after using a travel journal that had rings, it just wasn't my favorite binding method, because you have to work around the rings and like the pages slide around. So I probably won't use this as a journal. I have found these very useful though, so maybe I'll like donate this insert and just use this as like a little documents binder. I do think it's really cute, which is why, you know, I still have it. Okay, next journal I've also had in my collection for a couple of years. I don't know when I'm gonna use it at this point. This one is from Daiso, the like Japanese dollar store. And it's on the larger side. It's almost the size of a school notebook. I actually thought about using it as a school notebook last year, but I ended up having enough pages in another notebook that I didn't have to start a new one. It just has lines, it has like a space for the date, and it has 3 different sections. So the middle side has pink lines, and then the last one is back to blue. It's a really, really cute journal. It's soft cover, and I think it's glue bound. So I would have to fight with the binding a little bit to make it lay flat. And like I said, it's soft, so it would be easier to use at a table. So like I want to use this, but I also don't know when would be the best to use it or what would be the best to use it for. Maybe this could also be a work notebook. Like I like the idea of it as like a springtime journal, but I kind of like to journal wherever and just put stuff in it. So we'll see. I don't know. I still really like it, which is obviously why I have held on to it. Like I said before, I used to use composition notebooks a lot as journals, so I have one in here. I might redecorate the cover. I currently have like a book cover on it, and it's just college ruled, pretty filled, like full one. I used to use the old ones that we had pages left over from like when we did school. So a lot of the time they would be a lot thinner. This one would be more of a commitment though, since it's a pretty full notebook. So I'm not sure quite when I'll be called to use this, but I still have it. Next is going to be my next art journal. I already decorated it with covers, and I actually use this as my like at-home art journal. I'm currently at my childhood home, and I have an apartment in my college town. So I have a art journal there that I use on the norm, but if I'm home and I want to do art, I will use this. Look, I already wrote Virginia's art journal in it. So this will be my next like full-time art journal, but I've already done a few pages in here. So like it is blank, but it's also kind of in commission right now. But yeah, this one is Stillman and Byrne Alpha series. It's used, obviously, got it from a thrift store where most of my journals are from. But I like that because it kind of gives it space for it to like bulk up, as it will naturally do. All right, I'm gonna move my box a little closer now that the journals are starting to get smaller. This one will be my next art journal. Again, plain black. I don't know what the brand is. It's spiral bound, and then the pages are blank and cream. So yeah, it's just a really simple notebook, and for some reason I feel like art journals should just be kind of like plain and understated on the outside, because on the inside they're whatever you make, you know? The next journal, I kind of have these sectioned off in this box as like what I might use them for or when I might use them. So the next one is this really nice spiral bound prayer journal, and it is beautiful, don't you think? This brand, I'm not sure, Artworks International Incorporated, and it's beautiful. You see these like 3 images on the front, and they're within the journal. So every page is the same. It says a prayer, an answer, and then a moment of thanks. And I kind of stream of consciousness prayer journal most of the time. I might have a prompt. I also might have something I'm thinking about, so I might make like a pros and cons list or a to-do list or something. So I'm not sure that I'm going to use these prompts, but I don't mind to just like put a line through it and then just write around it. It's so beautiful, and I really love this journal. So I'm not gonna use it as my next prayer journal because it's still winter and this feels too springy because of the flowers. This could be a good like summertime prayer journal with how like light and beautiful it is with the sky and such. So I got this at a thrift store. Absolutely love it. I just think it's so beautiful. So I do really look forward to using that. I'm not sure if I'll use it this year, but I actually don't have as many prayer journals in my stash as I thought. So maybe I will. Okay, the next one I have is one that has been in my stash for a while because I feel like it is more grown up, if that makes sense, and it's also quite thick, so I would be in it for a while. So I'm not sure when I'll use this. I do really like it though, and yeah, it's just lined on the inside, really thick like I said, so I'd be in it for a while. Again, not sure when I'll use it, but I do really like it and I look forward to using it. Well, those are all the potential prayer journals I really have in this stash. So now just moving on to spiral notebooks. I actually thought about using this as my next journal, but I think I've decided against it now. This is a Lily Pulitzer notebook. I got it for 29 cents at a thrift store, and it's quite used, so it won't take long to get through it. It has this nice fun green inside cover and then pink lines and outlines, which is already kind of like a fun decoration, but it also would be fun to add washi tape on top of it. So perhaps I'll use this spring if I need another notebook to use, though I do have a couple of journals in mind for what I'm going to be using this spring. Next is a notebook that I think is adorable that my coworker gave me for Christmas. It's yellow, it says sunshine on my mind. I have a feeling this is from Dollar General maybe. Spiral bound. It has this fun inside cover and then yellow pages, and I think it only has about 60 pages. So I thought about using it as a journal for summer camp this summer, but I don't think I would actually have enough. 120 line pages, so it has 60 sheets of paper. And then Lily McGee is the brand or designer. But this could be a good spring journal. I mean, really it could be anywhere, any time of the year, because I do love sun. I love sunshine. I don't know when I'm going to use it, but I do really love it. So I was very excited when my coworker gave this to me. All right, next journal I actually thought about using last summer, but I ended up using something different. And it is from, I don't know what the brand is. It just says it was made in China. It also might have been a Dollar General thing, though I found it at a thrift store. And it has this pink cover. I think I thought about using it because of Barbie. And it has like these lines on it. And then on the inside it has stickers, so you can like write a message on the front. So like, you know, I could write like, hey Barbie, or like, happy summer, or happy spring, or something like that. I just think it's like so cute. Has a nice gold binding and then lined pages. And I would say it's like an average thickness for a journal, so it would probably take me a couple months to get through it. So that's this one, really love it. Next is another spiral bound journal. It is by Graphique, or Graphic maybe is how you should really say that. It's a Snoopy journal, I guess a Peanuts journal, because it has Snoopy and Woodstock. These like feel like stickers, but I know that somebody didn't put them on there because the inside has Woodstock on every page. And it has kind of dark blue lines, and then like I said, Woodstock is on every corner. This one, so freaking cute. I was tempted to use this as my next journal, but my last one took so long to complete that I was like, I'm not ready to use a journal of this thickness yet. This would also probably take me like a full season to use, if not more. But I do really look forward to using it because I just think it's freaking adorable. This next journal has been in my collection for over a year now, and I have thought about using it several times, but I just haven't yet. It is, I'm not sure the brand. So, unknown brand, used, got at a thrift store. It has this fun pink, green, and purple cover. Kind of springy, so I might use it this spring. Also not too thick because it was used, so I would be able to get through it, you know, maybe in a month or two. And it has pink lines, it says notes at the top, and then it has this little flowery vine on the bottom. I think it's really cute. I don't think that these are distracting at all, but I could cover them up if I wanted to. So I look forward to using this journal, especially because it has a nice little elastic binding. It's something I didn't used to care for, but I do, after having several journals with it, I do really appreciate having something to keep it closed. Next journal, I got it at Goodwill for $1.59. Freaking adorable, this one. This periwinkle blue is my favorite color, and then it has a rainbow stack of cats, which I love cats dearly. I have 2 of my own, and it just has these light gray lines on the inside, and then a folder, like a double-sided folder page in the back. I thought about using this for the summer a couple of times, but I just haven't yet. I just love it so much. I just think it's so freaking cute. I wanna use this during the summer. It's just like very cute and happy and bubbly and sunshiny and sky blue, and I just feel like the summer is gonna be the best time to use it. All right, next journal. This one could also be a good summer or fall journal, even a good prayer journal in my opinion. Another spiral bound notebook. The brand is Markings. It says 1998. So this could be a really old notebook, I'm not quite sure. It was used because somebody put this cute little sunflower in a watering can sticker on here essentially, and it kind of pops up and it's sparkly, so I don't mind that at all. It has lined pages and then a little design on the top corners. And yeah, so I think this would be a nice like late summer, July, August, September kind of journal. It could also be a prayer journal for that time. I just think it's like really sophisticated and pretty, and I just really enjoy it. So next one, this has been in my collection for a while. I would like to use it in the fall. It is I think the name is like Thomas Kincaid, some artist. Yeah, Thomas Kincaid, Painter of Light. And it's just a journal that has folders throughout it with the art from the front. It has kind of blue tinted paper and lines with the house from the painting on it, which I don't love that, but I like can work around it. I don't really care that much. And it has 3 different sections of paper. So I think I would just use this as a regular journal in the fall. The elastic has obviously been stretched out a lot, though I kind of tied it, and you know, perhaps this could be a pin loop, but I don't really use pin loops. Maybe that's something I will in the future, but I just haven't, you know, caught on to yet. But I want to use this in the fall. I think it's really cute and pretty. I just haven't had the timing work out yet that I was able to use this in the fall. Same with this next journal, another little spiral bound notebook. I think I only got this last year, so I'm not even sure if it was in the journal collection, or maybe I had only just got it. It's only got 60 sheets. It says Studio 18 is the brand. 2009, so it's a little bit of an older notebook. It just has this little family of reindeer and a cardinal on the front, and then this is the inside. Pages are lined with red, and then it has this nice little kind of berry plant lining on the edge. So I think this would be a really good like December Christmas time journal. The timing just hasn't lined up that I could use it yet. But I would like to use this. I've never done like a December holiday Christmas journal. That I know a lot of people do that sometimes, but I just haven't done it yet, but I would like to. This next journal I think would be also a really good autumn winter journal. Honestly, I could use it now, but I think it would take me too long and I would use it into the spring, and I just feel like it's not a good spring journal because it's so dark. It's a Slytherin journal. It's very soft on the outside. It has the snake and the Slytherin embroidered into it. It's like stitched into it. I got this at McKay's for $6, and each page has the little design of the snake. So I'm actually reading Harry Potter for the first time right now. I'm almost done with The Goblet of Fire, which I've been really enjoying. But it takes a while to get through the longer books for sure. I don't know if I've ever read a book as long as this one. I wasn't a huge reader as a kid, which is why I'm reading through Harry Potter for the first time now. But I do know that I'm a Slytherin, which kind of makes me sad as I read through this book, because all of the antagonists are Slytherin. But it's what I am. I've taken the official Pottermore test twice, so I can't deny it. The Slytherins are negatively portrayed, sure, but it's just because cunning is a way to describe them, but cunning is another word for clever. So I won't deny that I'm clever and a problem solver. But this is kind of a long, full journal. This would probably take me like all winter to get through. So perhaps next year, I don't know. Like, I feel like I wouldn't have time to use all of these in a season, but maybe I could do these for a season and this one for a season, you know? So it may be a couple of years before I make it to this one. Or maybe I'll use it next year because I will have made it through the Harry Potter books by then. I don't know. What do you think? What is your Hogwarts house? Let me know in the comments. Okay, next journal I got is also from McKay's. Got it for $2. And this is from Target. It is just a regular binding notebook, like I think with just like regular thread and not glue. It has this really beautiful notebook cover, and then it also has this, I think it used to be squishy, but it no longer is, but it's still pretty and sparkly. It has this like plastic cover with moon and star confetti. This one I think is really beautiful. I think I could use this in winter or spring. I mean, pretty much any time of the year. It has this nice purple ribbon, and it does have a little space for the date at the top of each page. So I think it's really cute. I could even use this in the summer too. Like I said, pretty much any time of year I think this would be a good journal for, and I really look forward to using this one. All right, next journal I think would be a really good springtime journal. Could also even be a prayer journal, though I think I would use it as a regular journal too, spring or summer, because that's what this painting is making me think of as I stand in the field, the lady with the parasol and the wind blowing her dress. This is from a museum, Museum Notes, National Gallery of Art, Washington, Woman with a Parasol, Madame Monet and her son, Claude Monet. It has 160 pages, and it is thread bound, so I don't have to worry about like the pages coming out if it was glue bound. It just has light gray lines, and then a little decal in the corner. So not overwhelming at all, not annoying. Kind of a thick journal for sure. This would definitely take me an entire season to get through, but I really like it. And like I said, I think this would be a really beautiful springtime or summertime journal. Next up is another kind of artistic journal. I think like this looks like a painting of tulips, you know? This is Curzon is the brand. I also got this one from McKay's, I think I did, for like maybe another $2. Also a lined notebook, a little bit creamier pages. I don't mind at all. And it does have a larger space up here. So you can write the date or like put a strip of washi tape or something. Another pretty full journal. I'm not sure when I would use this. Whenever it tickles my fancy, is that the phrase? I don't know. This next journal I've actually had for a few years. I just love it so much, and I've just not been quite sure when the right time to use it is. Let's see what the brand is. If there is one, it might be an unknown brand. But it's got a couple of designs, some flowers, some gilding, a few rhinestones. Oh no, one fell off. That's okay, I have plenty of rhinestones. And it has blank pages, and they're kind of the feeling of construction paper mixed with just regular printer paper. So not super smooth, like I don't love the feeling of them, but obviously I still like this journal and I'll use it eventually. This could be a regular journal, this could be a prayer journal, because like I said, I think that the cover is really beautiful. I really think this could be used any time of year, though I probably wouldn't use it in the winter just because it has a few flowers and such on it. But really like this one, I look forward to using it. This next journal I got from a friend from the camp that I worked at. It has this fabric cover with several different species of birds and flowers on it. It's like a light pink and it has a little ribbon. Let's see if there's a brand in here. It has kind of salmon insides, and it doesn't have a brand, but it does have gray lines, larger ones at the top with the date, so it gives you a space to write the date. And yeah, I actually might use this as a prayer journal because I got it from somebody who had they'd been praying for me all summer, and then they gave this to me at the end of the summer. I could also use it as a regular journal, though I think I'll use it as a prayer journal since that person was essentially a prayer partner for me. But I really like it. I think it's really beautiful. The next journal I have is this little notebook from Fringe, and it is just a map of Paris, or Paris as they say. And I got this at a thrift store. It has gilded edges. I think I only got it for $1, and the pages are lightly lined with a light gray, and there is a little space at the top for you to put the date. I don't know how many pages. I mean, it might just be 100. It's not a super thick journal. And I actually have a bunch of ephemera from my trip to Europe last summer, because I think I might actually use this to kind of go back and document and scrapbook that trip. So I think that's what I'm going to use this for, because I did end up going to Paris on that trip. Next journal is, it says composition notebook, though it's not a regular composition notebook. And then it has a Lyra, Arial artist on it. And then it's a watercolor design. So I think it's really pretty. I did get it at McKay's, so I don't know how much I got it for. It is glue bound, but it's not too thick, so I don't think I need to worry about the pages falling apart as long as I am not too aggressive with it. It has wide gray lines and then a line up here for the date. So this one I think would take me a month or two. I think this could be a fun any time of the year journal. It's so plain other than this design. I think I would maybe decorate it with stickers, stars, or just anything else too. So I like this one. The next journal I have is, it says Ardent Health Services. So this was a notebook. It says Journal Books is the brand that was made for a specific business, I guess. And it actually totally has several signatures torn out, and there's only a few left, and then it has this blue ribbon. So it's just a very small little notebook, but it's a pretty blank canvas. I think it could be a good little journal for something small, maybe a specific task or topic, or even if I just want a journal that I can go through really quickly. So again, got this one at a thrift store. I'm not even sure if I have a specific price attached to it. Next up is this journal that I also got at McKay's for probably $1 or $2. Let's see, it has that number, but it doesn't have a brand other than that. It has light pink inside cover and then just light gray lines, a little space up at top, so you can write the date or something with a little more emphasis. It's very thin, just staple bound, The cover is kind of like psychedelic slash what Greece looks like when you see it sitting in a puddle on the street, just way more colored, if that makes sense. I think I might be using this not as my next journal, but the journal after that, because it's just a really small, bright colored one, and I really, really like it. I think it's very, very cute. So this is the journal that I think I've decided I'm going to use next, and it is actually from a museum, the Museo de Prado, which is in, yeah, Museum in Prado, which I think is in Spain. I'm like so sure it's in Spain, but it could be in France as well. Yes, it's in Madrid, so it is in Spain. And this is a painting that was in that museum, and I actually got 3, and then I let my 2 roommates pick out one, and they left me with this one, which is good because I liked all 3 designs, but I had certain designs in mind for them, but I figured I would let them pick out the one that they wanted. So they left this one to me, which I really like, and it has this little cherub on it. So I kind of thought it would be good like February journal because Valentine's Day. This is also just a nice little staple bound notebook. Just a plain back. The inside has like information about the piece of art. Francisco de Herrera el Mazo. 1660. El Sueño de San Jose is the name of the piece, I guess. And it's, again, just a small notebook that I think will be good for this next month. So I think I'm going to do like this in February and then this one in March. Because like cutesy little Valentine's Day, still a little bit muted for winter vibes. And then March, I think is just like the season that we're all just like, okay, let's get through winter. Can it be spring yet? So I think like bright colors will be good for that. All right, next up I think is another cute potential spring journal. Don't know if I'll use it this year or not. This is a single signature stitch bound notebook by Brother Sister Design Studio. And it has kind of a wood grain design. It says be lovely and kind with these little flower decals. And then it's just white paper with lines. So pretty simple. I think this would take me a month or so to get through because it's still smaller, but it is a larger amount of paper in this notebook. But I think it's really cute. Also got this at a thrift store. I'm not sure for how much though. All right, this next journal I've had it for a few years, but I think I'm going to start using this pretty soon here. It is a Dear Evan Hansen notebook. And I got this when I went to go see the show. And it says, date, and today is going to be a good day, and here's why. And you get like 1 page to write about it. So I think I'm going to use this as a morning pages notebook. It's only a couple of pages, so it won't be overwhelming. But I think this would be a good way, even if I'm not necessarily writing why I think the day will be a good day, I think it would be a nice little morning ritual to have. Just a space to write for the day to begin. And I also think that even just saying, today is going to be a good day and here's why every day could be encouraging, you know, to start the day with a positive mindset. I really look forward to starting this. Yeah. Next up is a relatively new journal. I got this not very long ago. It says journal along the side with little glasses, and then it has a bunch of pins on the front and stripes on the back. I don't know if this has a brand. Let's see. Hugo Guinness is an artist, and he made this journal, and it kind of has his art in it. So it has a few designs. In the front, there's this little coffee cup, and then the front quarter has ink, and then this border on each page. So that's the first part of the notebook. The next part is lined, orange lines with this orange pen in the corner. So that's on each page of the next section. And then the last, I think this is the last section, it has these glasses and keys, and it's blank. And then I'm pretty sure that's the end. And it has this little photograph, camera, that's what they're called. I'm not quite sure how it's bound. It's not glue bound because it opens up quite nicely. So it could be Coptic bound because it just like really easily opens up. And then there's just like binding on the outside that I can see. But the binding seems really nice. I really like the difference of this. I really like the size. It's a little smaller than a normal journal. And I think this could be used at any time of the year. I was tempted to use this next, but I kind of want to do smaller journals for now, so I'm not overwhelmed by how long it takes to use them. I thought this one was just so cool. I'm not sure where I got it or how much I paid for it, but I do look forward to using this so much. The next journal I have is from Paper Destiny. I've had this for a few years now. It's also a single signature stitch bound notebook. Just has this plain blue cover. It's just paper, and then it just has faint lines paper. It's really cute, really sweet, really simple. Yeah, it's just really, really cute. So next is this kind of soft leather, I guess it would be pleather, Kelsey Ballerini notebook. I got it at a thrift store. I don't actually listen to Kelsey Ballerini, though I don't like dislike her. I just am not super exposed to her music. It says "Too busy chasing stars," and it has a compass that is gilded. And then I guess it's merch, so I don't know if it has a brand, but it's, yeah, it's kind of like this soft cover. It has gray lines and then a brown ribbon. I really like the size of this. I think the littleness is cute. Yeah, I think this could be a good spring, it could be a good summer journal. It could really be any time of the year. It's really, really cute, and I really like it. The next one I have is this little journal that is from Target, I believe, because it just has a little indent that says circle. And I actually got 2 of these, and I already used the red one. It has an elastic binding, and then it has a ribbon. Though, oh good, this one is still attached. The red one actually fell out, but it's just a small little journal, has lines. I really liked using it. Really kind of short and sweet, though I could use it for an entire season if I wanted to, you know, spread it out, I guess. This next journal, Seasons, is the brand, I guess. And this is the cover. It looks like paper with rose petals made in it. Like, it looks like handmade paper. This is a little different than what I'd normally go for because it's a single spiral bound notebook, so it's not as nice. It's small and it is perforated paper. So I don't know if I would use this for like a regular journal. I might use it as a daily gratitude journal, maybe even a prayer journal. But I just kind of liked the cover, and I liked the size, and I liked that it had a little folder. I just thought it was cute, so I picked it up again from a thrift store. I'm not sure if I paid a specific amount for it or not. Now my last books here are all little miniature journals. So this one I am actually about to start as my next mass notes journal. I just haven't started it yet. So it's just a blank notebook. It just has a brown cover. It looks like wax or something got spilled on it. Like, it kind of feels weird too, but it's not terrible. It's just a little blank notebook. Kind of cream pages, stitch binding down the center. So just a nice little notebook to be able to like put in my pocket or my purse and take notes on the homily when I go to church. This next one I got for 59 cents from a thrift store. Again, single stitch binding down the center. This nice kind of pink and red design. It does have lines, so I'll probably use this for like a daily gratitude journal. That's what I would guess would be the most likely use that I'll use this for. Then I have all these like brown paper colored ones. I've actually used 2 of these so far. This is just a little Muji notebook. Like I said, just little brown paper, pretty neutral, has very light lines. And I used one of these for a mass notes journal, so I'll probably use this one maybe after the little brown one that I just showed you. I also used another one of these, though sadly I lost it within like the first week of using it, which was really sad. But it's just, I'm pretty sure this is a little moleskin pocket note journal. It has this cute little folder in the back, just cream blank pages. The second half of the signature is perforated, so I could tear out the pages if I wanted to. So this could also be a pocket notes journal. I've never really exactly done that before, but I've seen a lot of videos about it on YouTube recently, so maybe I will just like start using it as a pocket notes, like brain dump whenever I want to kind of journal. Or I could use it as a daily gratitude journal, or I could use it as a mass notebook journal. I'm not in any rush to use these. And then the last one is this adorable tiny one, 39 cents. Meridian Line is the brand. It says "Be Dareful" out there, and it has a bear. The pages have a tiny little grid. I guess I'll hold it closer to the camera so you can see. It has a tiny little grid pattern, and then a little outline with an arrow at the corner. I think this is really, really cute. This could be a gratitude journal from day to day. I've also thought about using it as like a little Polaroid picture, like journal. I could put Polaroids in here. Maybe I could like collect leaves and put them in here. I'm not really sure. I think it's really cute. I don't have any other journals that have brown paper like this, and it's just really adorable. So that is all of my blank journals. I have a lot, of course, but I use them and I get most of them secondhand. Oh, I just realized that this has been recording for 40 minutes. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it didn't get boring at any point. Comment below which one of these notebooks is your favorite. I don't know if I have a favorite one out of all of them because I love them all and I want to use them all someday, but I do really like this prayer journal. I look forward to using it. I really like the Snoopy notebook, very, very cute. And I look forward to using this one as well because it's very fun. I think this one could also be fun to decorate with stickers. So yeah, let me know in the comments if you have any ideas of ways I can fill these notebooks. Let me know which one is your favorite, and let me know how many blank journals you have. I'm not actually sure how many I had because I didn't count. I'm gonna guess somewhere in the 30s. I might have like 30 or so blank journals. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye!